On October 1st of 2014, zombies invaded Boise State University and sucked the knowledge out of every student and professor, leaving our society in a comatose state. The students wander aimlessly through the halls, not knowing what they are doing in these buildings or why they want to be here. With no recollection of what they once thought about education, the students walk through the halls confused and dazed instead of the involved, sophisticated ways they used to be. Without a direction for education, the hope for humanity is doomed. These students are the leaders of our future, and we need someone to wake them up. Out of sheer luck, 6 civilians managed to escape through a black hole that transported them through time and space to a lonely island far, far away. I am Captain Efo, and I have been sent on a mission that will determine the future of planet Earth. I will set a task before these 6 civilians that will result in one of them returning to planet Earth with me. Each contestant will get their chance to fight for this position in a fair debate. The candidate with the clearest idea of how they will save education back on planet Earth will be chosen to return back to Earth and perform their task. Let's take a look at our 6 contestants.
I am Sam, a firefighter out at Gowan Field. My life is spent saving lives and making sure that everyone is safe. I've worked hard to get to where I am today, and I wouldn't change it for a thing.
Hello, I am pleased to have been chosen to complete for this position. I am Wizardo, a Hindu wizard has walked this earth for nearly 2,500 years.
My name is Phil, and I am excited to prove to you that I am the best candidate to be chosen for this competition. After all, I am a lawyer. I only present my case to win.
Hi, I'm Sparkle and I'm a dark fairy. I enjoy being the best and I'm confident that I will win this competition.
Hello, my name is Latanya. I'm a high school teacher and education lover. I like long walks at the zoo and reading old historic books.
Hello everyone, my name is Christina and I am a mother of 3 children. While I never went to college, I bring a new perspective to the importance of college. This is why I will win this competition.
Alright, listen up contestants. This is a serious task I am about to lie before you. One of you will be chosen to return to planet Earth and save education. You will have 24 hours to build your case. Here are your guidelines. Number 1, you must state which of our great philosopher, Anand's 3 theories best suits you. Number 2, you must explain why you chose this theory. Number 3, you must explain how you will implement your theory to guide these students back to education. Good luck.
24 hours later.
Alright contestants, your time is up. Who is going first?
Allow me to have the honor. I am wizard and I believe that humans are not born with blank slates, but instead we are born with divine gifts. I agree with Mr. Menand's second theory that says college teaches valuable things about the world to people who will soon be so immersed in jobs and families that they won't have time to learn them. We are in this world to learn. I have seen this throughout my years on this earth. Once, I met a priest who told me that what the meaning of education is. He said, and I quote, "The word education comes from the Latin word educate, that means to take from it or to extract." I quote down. Through our discussion, he further explained that humans are not born with blank slates. We are born with a package of gifts, talents, and capabilities. According to Father Camacho, this is why his understanding of education is to develop the package. Education is truly the art of extract the wonders that await inside each child. Each child is a genius. If we do not learn, then there is no point of education. None. I also look at a great philosopher Mr. Menand. And I agree when he says, and I quote, education is about personal and intellectual growth, not about winning some race to the top. No, no, no. Education is about learning. And if I'm chosen to be taken back to planet Earth, I will ensure that all students get the chance to find their gift and use them to the greatest ability.
Thank you, Rizzardo. Let's hear what the others have to say.
I would like to go next. Please don't let the fact that I'm a dark fairy blur your vision of the realism that I hold within me. Although I'm a fairy, I have a strong opinion about education and what it will take to fix it back on planet Earth. First, you must know that I'm a Theory 1 person. I'm a very systematic, this is the way it is person, and grades are very important to me. In fact, they are the stepping stones towards my goal. College is an essential process which sorts more intelligent students from less intelligent ones. This way people get jobs that are best for them, and society as a whole will run smoother. If civilization were to be recaptured, I set up an educational system with a high emphasis on standardized tests and aptitude tests. We will sort based on intelligence and type. By type, I mean those math types and those poetry types. And from this, we will form a class schedule for an individual based on where they test into. This way we can, and I quote from Anand, identify intelligent people early on so that we can funnel them into careers that maximize their talents. Employers will hire based on GPA alone. It will be the perfect, systematic, harmonious society.
Thank you, Sparkle. We're having some very interesting points brought up. Let's see what Latonia has to bring to the table.
I believe that there is more to education than going to college and getting a degree. I do not believe that higher education determines your success rate in your future, but I do believe you learn a lot about who you are as a person and the mistakes, and this makes you become responsible for yourself. My thinking goes along the lines of Menand's second theory, where college is focused on what each individual learns. As Menand put it, education is about personal and intellectual growth, not about winning some race to the top. For the future of education, I would help develop the intellectual growth of all students. They would become more responsible adults in our society from the experience of higher education.
Well, now that that's over with, let's cut down to the real business. In order to save education, we must first evaluate what it is the students need in their current society to be successful. Our great philosopher, Louis Menand, put out our options in black and white, explaining that there are 3 different theories of education. According to Menand, Theory 1 is that college should be a challenging sorting out process that helps professional schools and some employers to find the most academically accomplished students. While Theory 1 says it's a way to be rid the weak, Theory 2 says that college teaches valuable things about the world to people who will soon be so immersed in jobs and families that they won't have time to learn them. Out of the 3 theories, Theory 2 is the theory that Menand favored. For such a wise man, I am not sure why he felt that way. I am strongly a Theory 3 man, and according to Menand, Theory 3 says that college provides specialized knowledge for today's jobs. While the other theories are good in theory, Theory 3 is the most realistic. College is expensive, and it also takes up a tremendous amount of time, but it is also extremely important and valuable. College opens doors that only college experiences can open. It sets our feet on the path to our future, but it is important that we have a goal in mind for what we want to achieve because it is so expensive. Personally, I have 3 degrees. I have a master's degree in electrical engineering, an associate's degree in business management, and a doctorate's degree in jurisdiction, which in other words is a lawyer. But back in my day, tuition only cost $700 a semester, not $7,000. This means that people can't just attend school to be a sponge for all kinds of education anymore. It is simply too expensive. Students must know that going to college is specifically for obtaining certain skills to get a particular job. If I am chosen to be brought back to humanity, students all around the world will find a career that they are interested in at a young age and start to prepare themselves for that job. These students will get the opportunity to cut out the excess courses, if they wish to, and instead only take the courses that will benefit them in their career choice. A diverse society of vocational schools will be added to our education system, and under my supervision, students will get the opportunity to pursue their dreams, no matter what they are.
Thank you, Phil. Your perspective is yet again different than the others. Let's hear from Sam.
I am a Theory 3, and Louis Menand once said that college is basically a supplier of vocational preparation and a credentialing service. Theory 3s are more concerned with how they are able to get a job, because why would you want to go to college if you aren't trying to get a job afterward? Education is a doorway to a potential future. It is a risk, though. It all comes down to opportunity. If you have a degree, companies see it as you're able to stick with something for a while. I want to go back and save education. I want to create more vocational schools so that our economy can increase and America can be considered smart. If we create more vocational schools, then maybe more people will want to go back to school. Getting a degree is more important because people who have degrees move up the food chain. People without degrees stay in the entry-level position jobs and it's getting harder to get a job, said one of my fellow firefighters.
Thank you very much, Sam. You make a good case. Let's move on to our final contestant of the day, Christina.
I am Theory 3. I believe that education is to train you for a job. I chose this theory because it is the most logical. People don't spend that amount of money just to learn new things they could learn on their own. They spend that much money to get a job that will hopefully profit in the end and pay back the money spent. Go to college to get a good job. Knowledge is great and all, but college was made to be a place to get an education for a good job. As Menand once said, a college degree in a non-liberal field signifies competence in a specific line of work. You should pick me because I have the most logical argument. I would save education by teaching the generations as they get older that education is required to get a good job to support yourself and your family.
Wow, wow, wow. We have a fine group of people here on this island tonight. I just want to say before we go any further that I think you have all made very good cases and you all have some great ideas. However, I have been instructed to choose only one of you tonight to bring back with me. While I believe you are all qualified, I must choose only one, and I have made my decision. The person with the clearest argument that I am choosing to bring back to humanity to save education is...
Okay. Thanks for watching our video. Special thanks to our interviewers and actors.
Ryan York,
Somehow, Father Camacho.
Kylie Hecula.
Christina Orris,
Kristen Galloway,
Phil McGimsky. And a special thanks to our great philosopher Louis Menand for giving us something to talk about.